Welcome to a brand new episode of Big Dumb Monsters. I am Chris.
And I am Nick.
And this week we are heading to Tromaville. We are checking out the 1984 Troma classic, The Toxic Avenger.
That's right.
Yeah, I would say the flagship of the Troma universe.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah, well-known property.
He's, like a superhero from Jersey, and that's about what you would expect from both a superhero from Jersey and a Troma movie.
Featuring a superhero from Jersey. Yeah. But I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed the movie. Yeah, definitely understand why it has such a cult following.
Yeah, it's just super fun. We talk about how kind of jarring it is, genre-wise, but also how enjoyable it is. So
a little bit of genre whiplash, but hey, look,
yeah,
we're all just trying to find out who we are at the end of the day.
It's identity crisis, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. Hope you enjoy it. Big Dumb Monsters talking about the Toxic Avenger.
Enjoy the show. Warning, the Toxic Avenger contains scenes of extreme violence.
Yeah, before you even see the title, you see a warning.
Cartoonish levels of extreme violence.
I'm assuming this part got cut off, but yeah, when I started out watching, we're talking the Toxic Avenger this week, in case this also got cut off. The 1984 Troma classic.
Yeah, we had technical difficulties from the jump on this one instead of the middle of an episode, which is new and exciting.
We've had technical difficulties even before we were recording.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, folks. It's a challenge. Anyway, the show must go on, as they say.
Yep.
And I completely forgot what I was going to say before I introed the movie.
Oh
yeah, okay, I do remember. We
were talking about how this movie is ass toilet, but it's charming, and by the end of it, you liked it.
Yeah. I was for sure, oh God, this is going to be a rough hour and 20 minutes. But no, I got into this movie, and yeah, dare I say, it's actually a good movie.
It's fun. It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
I don't know about good.
I don't mean good as in quality. I mean good as enjoyable.
Yeah. It's tricky word.
Yeah. I should specify.
Yeah. Lloyd Kaufman did some of everything on this movie.
Yeah, he kind of does that with all
everything but direct it. He did everything but direct it. It looks like
he has a co-director title though.
Did he?
Yeah,
I thought it was directed by Haynes.
IMDb has them both listed in the director slot.
Oh. Well, I'm just looking at the movie credits rolling through here.
Yeah,
he's on for
director. There's yet another guy actually, Samuel Weil.
Yeah,
that's not even mentioned on IMDb, unless that's maybe a pseudonym for Lloyd Kaufman.
I wouldn't think so, because directed by Michael Herz and Samuel Weil. Maybe, could have been. Who knows? But yeah, Lloyd Kaufman's got original story credit, production, some of the writing, all kinds of bullshit.
I think I spotted him in one of the crowd scenes towards the end too. Maybe I was wrong, but he's usually he usually pops up here and there.
Yeah, he'll do a Stan Lee thing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a real rough start just because everything is so over the top, the goofiness, the cheesiness.
Yeah. Well, this movie has a serious case of identity crisis.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't know if it wants to be a comedy, doesn't know if it wants to be a horror movie, doesn't know if it wants to be an action movie.
Yeah, and it kind of just...
It does all of them, like, sort of well.
Yeah, it ping-pongs around between genres. I didn't even realize that until you brought it up.
Yeah, it's not enough of one of those things for it to be effective, like, as a genre movie. So it's just kind of this schlocky mishmash thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, there are things that are really, really goofy. There are good action sequences, and then there are things that are truly, absolutely horrifying. Like the two lunkheads there. They're all pretty much interchangeable. But there's them just driving around, like playing Death Race 2000, basically mowing people over with their car.
Yep. Slug and
Bozo.
Bozo. Yep.
Hold
on, I'll be right back. Gotta go yell at my kids.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the Chris Show, Part 2. This is the interlude show I host on my own when Nick has to dip out every now and again, or when we have technical difficulties and we're left with just myself on the line. Again, if this got cut off earlier, I want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who came out this weekend at Mid-Hudson Comic-Con. Great time talking to everybody. Great time doing panels with Kayla Sparks and Fandango, both of the WWE and I believe AEW. Also got to chat with Ming Chen and Ryan Bartley, voice actress from things like Demon Slayer, a bunch of other anime stuff. Not gonna lie, I don't know anime very much. I know Cowboy Bebop, that's about it. But anyway, before Nick gets back, I just want to say thank you again to everybody. And this has been episode 2 of the Chris Show, the Chris Interlude Show. Hopefully we won't have to come to you very often, but you know, we try to fill time here because if we are nothing if not showmen to the very end.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back?
I'm back.
All right. That was episode 2 of the Chris Interlude Show.
Maybe we can do that regularly. I don't know.
Did you hear episode 1 of the Chris Interlude Show from the
I
Prey
did, and it was hilarious. I want to say I left it in the episode. I'm going to have to go back and double check.
I kind of hope so. But yeah, like I was saying, there's things that like made me feel fucking horrible while I was watching, like the kid getting, hit once by the car and then getting backed over and having his head crushed.
Brutal. Like that scene is infamous in this movie.
Yeah, because I mean it is really gory and just it's a kid getting his head run over with a tire.
Yep. Well, and then they're taking like Polaroids of it. Like they're doing like real serial killer shit.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously they're way more cartoonish and over the top than anybody else really would be, but
they're like the Joker without makeup, basically. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
And then of course
4 of them.
Yeah. According to current DC Black Label continuity, there are 3 Jokers. Anyway, that's a different podcast.
Yeah.
What was the other thing that always bums me out, and it always seems to be in every goddamn movie that we do, is
I know
the dog
exactly what you're gonna say. Yep.
Yeah. And then to make it worse, to make it even worse, the cherry on the grief sundae, we see Toxie hang up a memorial picture to Carrie when Sarah moves into the shit pile that he calls his house. And it's it's a hilarious picture of the dog wearing sunglasses. Like, come on, man, what are you doing?
But what makes it even worse than that is the fact that it was a seeing eye dog for a blind girl.
Oh my god! Oh,
I'm watching this movie. I'm like, that guy's pointing a shotgun at a baby. That's pretty uncomfortable. Oh, he killed a dog. He just murked a dog.
Yeah, great. As soon as I saw the dog, I knew what was going to happen too. I know where this is going, and sure enough, I was right.
Yep.
Oh, that always bums me the fuck out.
Shit.
Oh, this is the kid scene right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm not quite up to that. Oh, yeah.
Let me pause.
I don't see the kid yet, but yeah. They're in the car.
Yeah. They were just taunting him on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah. That's like a minute away from me, I think.
Right.
Either way.
So yeah,
don't
there
forget
is
your helmet.
Yeah. Oh God, and that was another thing. I knew exactly what was going to happen as soon as I saw the kid.
Yeah, there's no subtlety to this movie. I think you know exactly what you're getting as soon as you start watching it.
Yeah.
Either by reputation alone or quality of the look of the movie.
Yeah, just by taking in maybe 30 seconds of it, you'll know what you're in for.
Yeah, as soon as Bozo starts talking though, I want to stop watching it because I can't stand him.
Yeah, like I said, that the beginning is very, very, very rough to get through because they're just so turned up to 11, the over the top just shittiness of these people, and then the wackiness of this intro. I get it's the mid 80s, so aerobics and fitness is all in style, but it is just the weirdest intro because it's mostly people standing around a gym shimmying in
it's a dance party.
Yeah, and some of them were in lingerie. You have the two gay guys in speedos, grinding on it. What is going on in this fucking gym?
Oh, I gotta ask you. Going back to Bozo, is he or is he not the worst not Clancy Brown?
I thought that this when I first saw him in the beginning too. The voice is almost there, the look is almost there. He's Kmart Clancy Brown.
Yeah, it's the worst Kurgen.
Discount Kurgen. Oh. Can I have Kurgen, Mom? No, we have Kurgen at home.
We have Kurgen at home. There's your title.
Yeah, the Kurgen at home. Okay, I cannot forget that.
You write that down.
Yeah.
No, we've got the Kurgen at home.
I will also give credit where credit is due. I thought the scene where Melvin transforms into his mutated state was actually done very, very well for the budget of the movie. It looks pretty cool for what they.
A lot of the special effects are really good for this movie.
Yeah. And I think it's because you have people working on this who are genuinely doing it for the love of the material, the cheesy goofiness of it all. That's why they're there. So they're just putting everything into it.
Yeah, I know a lot of the people that do Troma, maybe not back in these days, but a lot of the Troma crew are in it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And not just a paycheck, because a Troma movie is never going to get you a paycheck.
Yeah. No, you're there because you're genuinely interested in learning how to do this stuff, or you feel you're good at it, and you want to. Basically, I feel like this is a fun environment to work on. You want to be there because it's going to be great.
Yeah,
and it's not going to be you're not going to get everything you want, but you'll have what you need to challenge yourself to make it look great.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people make it out of Troma into super successul careers. Who was it?
James Gunn.
Oh, James Gunn. Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably the biggest success story.
And there's been a couple of actors that have kind of got their foot in the door in Troma. We'll go over one of them in. Actually, did I put it in the trivia?
Oh.
I did not.
I was saying nothing
about it right now.
All right.
Marissa Tomei is in this movie.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, she's had a 2-second scene where she walks out of a shower or something, or runs out of the shower. That's it.
There's Marissa Tomei, folks.
Yep. I don't know if this is her first thing that she's ever been in. This is
Yeah.
84.
It
So I
could
would
be, yeah.
assume- I would assume it's at least in the top, like, 3.
My Cousin Vinny, I think, was like 1990 or maybe 1989 at the earliest.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, probably, yeah, I mean, it could be.
And that's a long way to go in, 6 years maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, from doing a Troma movie to winning Best Actress.
Yeah.
Or Best Supporting Actress, I believe she won.
Yes. Was it supporting? Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
It don't matter.
Either way, the movie's great. My Cousin Vinny.
It's so good. Go watch My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, like I was saying, the transformation scene was done really well. A lot of the effects were done.
All the gore was great.
Here's the truck transport. Remember that dope we did last week?
Yeah. Oh my god, they wind up looking like the two fucking the two coke sniffing aliens in Heavy Metal. For Christ's sake.
The one guy's just casually making a noose. I just noticed that. I think we're still not like quite synced up.
I just saw them in the truck, so
okay.
I'll skip.
So
I'll
maybe
skip ahead, like
maybe like 10 seconds ahead of you, maybe 15 seconds ahead of you. There was a couple like scenes where I noticed like weird shit was intentionally going on in the background.
they just parked.
Yeah,
pulled
okay.
out the
I'm
dope.
like
Okay.
5 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause it real quick so we're a little bit more synced up. But in
Okay.
one of the scenes where Bozo and the other guy there are talking, they're in the
Slug.
gym. Yeah, Bozo and Slug, they're talking. They're in the gym, and then behind them, like, there's a guy on a piece of exercise equipment, and like 2 guys walk up and like accost him, and then like rip him off the like machine and start beating the shit out of him in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Jersey, so maybe.
Yeah. While I was
But you
watching
have-
this,
You
Sorry,
have
go
to
ahead.
temper a lot of the weirdness in this movie and go, yeah, it's Jersey.
it's Jersey. Yeah, it's Troma Jersey.
Tromaville.
Yeah. While I was watching this, I thought of like a really like. I think there's an argument to be made for a like Grand Theft Auto style video game set in Tromaville, where like you can encounter like random weird shit from the movies, like maybe there's like some kind of interconnecting story. That's something I think should be looked at because that would be cool.
That definitely needs to happen.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You can even go more meta and be like, it's a GTA style game, but instead of driving around committing crimes, you're driving around and filming things to make a movie.
Oh my God, that is freaking genius.
Yeah,
You heard it here, folks. Trademark 2002 BDM Productions.
that's right. That's
2022, sorry. 22.
Yeah.
That is
like-
awesome.
So it's like more of a documentary instead of actual movie making.
Yeah. Just like, okay, well, like I know there's like the toxic waste dump, outside of town. Like, wonder what happens if I go there at like midnight or 1 a.m. and like, maybe something cool at like that would be
You see
really
Toxie
awesome.
like he's the Sasquatch or something.
Yeah. Huh.
That's it.
Damn it, that needs to
Somebody's
happen.
gonna do that. Somebody's gonna do that and make millions, and we're just gonna be here pulling our punch.
Yeah, and we're gonna like buy that game and be like, hey, remember the time we talked about this?
Yeah, we were the direct inspiration.
Sigh. I thought my screen went dark. Dark. It's the scene where they're like fucking with Melvin and he wakes up with the sheep.
Yeah. They did a good job putting the lipstick on that sheep.
And I just felt bad for the sheep in this scene.
Kind of, yeah. They put it in like bondage gear.
Yeah. It's got like jewelry on, like a pearl necklace, like
They had a wig. Oh man. I do really like this movie. I am not gonna watch it a lot, and I don't watch it very often. I've seen a couple of the sequels. I don't think I've seen all of them.
mm-hmm.
But Yeah, this is one of those ones I just every once in a while go back to.
Yeah, this was the first time I've seen this movie.
I still can't believe that with the amount of Up All Night that you used to watch.
Yeah, like this scene where he jumps into the toxic waste. I know I've seen that scene before, but I've never seen this whole movie. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's rowdy.
But I have seen like
I love that the toxic waste barrels are not closed. They're not like strapped
they're not
down.
secured in any way. They're just on the back of a truck. Yeah.
Yep.
An open truck, not even like a closed like, box truck or anything.
No, it's just on a gooseneck trailer.
Yeah. Oh, they're just standing around watching him like smoke and sizzle. He's faking it. The dude is like smoking and his skin is blistering. Like,
yeah, he's covered in toxic waste. But again, Jersey. So
Jersey,
dirty Jersey.
I mean, as far as some of the criticisms I have, like some of the times the over the topness, like I said,
the acting is trash.
Yeah, it makes it hard to like invest in the movie, but eventually, like I said, I was won over, and I did enjoy the movie. This dude's hands catch on fire.
Yeah,
the cop stash,
just
like
touching him.
Yeah,
the old push broom. Decent burn scene.
Yeah. He's running down the street like on fire, and then just runs home and jumps into a bath. Like, doesn't go to the hospital or anything. Nope, just I'm gonna go home.
Yeah. Oh, that's what Kane Hodder did. Yeah, there's definitely some gripeable things in this movie. Like, the acting is bad, the writing is bad.
Yeah.
But it makes up for it in the goofy charm that it's got. Like, we don't get a whole lot of like charming gross out movies.
And
I think that's one thing that Troma has got in the bag.
Yeah, it is very hard to be disgusting and endearing at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know. They're kind of like the masters of that.
This transformation scene is really good. Like, they did a really good job on this.
Yeah. Yeah, the special effects were, I forgot her name, Jennifer or something. But yeah, she did a really, really good job with that. Oh, you know what my least favorite part about this movie is the shitty voice dubs for Toxie.
Oh yeah, that was really bad.
So bad.
It's like you hear the movie audio, which sounds like it's typical movie audio, and then whenever Toxie speaks, it's like, "Hello, how are you?" Like, it's so jarring and like yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't fit. It doesn't work. They did a bad. I don't know if the guy in the makeup was doing that voice, like that voiceover, or if it was somebody else completely.
I'm guessing it was somebody different.
They should have just had it be that guy. Like, he's there, he can talk.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe with the makeup, like they probably had a hard time hearing him on set, which is why they couldn't like do his audio with everybody else's. But yeah,
well, he doesn't really have that much makeup over his mouth.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and like he has this weird, almost British accent.
It's just very like, I don't know, educated sounding.
Yeah. And it's not the only accent that kind of shifts around in this movie too. The one police officer, the one that he saves.
Oh, the one that was Irish by way of like Chicago.
Irish by way of Moscow and South Jersey or something, maybe. Like there was his accent. There he is for the first time, actually. It was just like bound. He couldn't nail it down exactly. Like there's maybe like a little taste of Southern in there too.
Yeah, I think he was trying to go for that Irish beat cop thing that was popular in the 20s.
Yeah. You know, that stereotype from like 100 years ago.
Yeah. Ugh. Cigar face.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Who actually, I guess, is a recurring character in these movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently he does not die when he gets shot later on.
Huh. Well, maybe I'll watch some more. I'm not going to watch any more.
Yeah. Like, face facts here. Like, the fact that this was an enjoyable piece of trash is an oddity. Like, it's a rarity.
Yeah. What you call an outlier.
Yeah. There's no guarantee the rest of these are going to be just as enjoyable.
I don't think they are as good in terms of like watchability. Mm-hmm. I think the quality of the movie and the quality of the production gets better, but then it loses something with the upgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'll just watch the kids cartoon that was based on this fucking thing.
That's another one that like just shocks me that there was a children's cartoon based on this movie. Yeah, even like more shocking than like RoboCop and Rambo.
Yeah, no, this is way worse than RoboCop and Rambo.
It's a movie in which people are doing a giant bag of coke, like innocent people are being murdered left and right. This police officer now has a gun trained on his genitals. Like, yeah. Let's make a kid's cartoon out of this.
Yep. Oh man, I love it when he winds up speed bagging
the one dude's nuts.
Balls.
Yeah, when he's got him upside down in the can.
And he's just like punching him down into the can through his balls.
I love there's almost like a Frankensteinish vibe about Toxie. Then like they kind of go heroic. It's another one of those like weird like shifting genre things where he's kind of like a Frankenstein misunderstood monster, but also like he's be able to express himself more, and I don't know. It's it's weird.
Yeah, he's kind of an anti-hero in the fact that he's like really, really doing damage to these bad guys.
He's just brutally beating the shit out of these people.
Yeah.
Murdering them.
But he's only doing it to like the scum. So it's like he's kind of got that Punisher thing going on, I guess.
Oh, it just pokes that dude's eyes out.
Yeah, it's gross. But yeah, so instead of that, like, you're not really supposed to like the Punisher thing because he is out there just like murdering people. Which, if you like the Punisher because he murders people, you're missing the point. Yeah. But you don't feel that way with the Toxic Avenger. You're like you're cheering him on, and you're like all in on everything he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's probably, you're a bit more sympathetic to him because he was like a shit upon, like just kind of nobody before this.
Yeah. The mop calling card is kind of weird. I guess I get it. But...
Yeah, he's a janitor,
Yeah.
When he yells at him with a high voice before he runs off.
I wish I still had this comic book.
When was that from?
Early 90s.
Was it Marvel? Was it like of the cartoon?
Yeah. It was a Marvel. It was a Marvel. The first one or two issues were kind of a retelling of this.
Okay.
And then it kind of went to its own story. But it was kind of gross out and brutal. It wasn't like the Toxic Crusaders style, like the really cartoony one.
Yeah, completely sanitized.
Yeah, no, it was more like the movies. Like you would see him like push the mop through a guy's face.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had that. I miss it.
I will say there is also some humor that definitely doesn't play as well today.
Yeah.
There's some language in this movie that definitely doesn't play as well today. When Toxie throws that woman into the dryer or the washer or whatever, and he's like, no ticky, no washy, like, ooh, that's a cringer.
Yep. That'll do it every time for you. Oh, Chris dropped out of the Discord.
Bonus
Chris
points for Puerto Ricans being 30 points on the on the kill scale, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, kids riding their bikes is 28 points.
Kids under 12, double points.
Yep.
I love the mayor character just because he's another one of those like scumbag abusing like a minimal amount of power characters.
Yeah, you're the mayor of
Tromaville,
a small city in Jersey.
Like you can see that influence, like where James Gunn gets that influence. Like that's the one character in Slither, like almost like to a T.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the actor's name, unfortunately, right now. But it's the guy who plays Peter Quill's grandfather in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's that swaggering scumbag, like, who's just abusing the smallest amount of power.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's... You can't really go much higher up than that in the... In the town of Tromaville, I guess. Like, it wouldn't have worked to have, like, legit mobsters or anything like that, so...
Yeah.
I guess that's as good as it needs to be.
I think it's time we should throw a rating on this bad boy.
You ready? Okay, let's do some ratings.
I'll leave it.
I've got to say it's probably going to be on a two movie scale.
Oh, we can do that. Yeah. I actually have a point in time of watching scale also.
Okay.
Like if you asked me like 15 minutes into this movie what I was gonna like predict I would rate this movie, I'd be like fucking 1.52. Like I just hate this. This is not working.
Yeah.
And maybe I guess like on the movie scale, like yeah, maybe like a 3, like maybe a little bit higher for effort.
Yeah.
On an enjoyability scale, I'm gonna go 7, I think. Like,
wow,
it's pretty enjoyable. Like, and just like, I like this is the kind of movie I think we've been kind of neglecting. Also, I noticed this a little earlier today. This is the first 80s movie we did Evil Dead a couple weeks ago. Before that, like that one I think was like episode 57. The last 80s movie we did before that was like episode 27 or 28.
Get out of here. Has it been that long?
That shocked the hell out of me. Yeah. So we have been like seriously neglecting the 80s. I think the 70s as well a little bit. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Although our next movie is a 70s movie, so we're addressing the need, but we really need to get some more 80s movies into the mix.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like we've neglected our duty here because like that's like a gold mine for these movies.
It really is. But I mean, to our credit, like the heyday of monster movies were older than that. And
that's true. Like probably like the 60s,
And then we're trying to we're like, oh well, we don't want to just watch old movies. Let's watch recent movies. So that's kind of where you get the split, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so my turn to rate this piece of cinema. For the actual how do I rate this as a movie? Oh Jesus Christ, it's a 3.
Yeah. I gave him a little extra credit for being low budget and like having the spirit of wanting to do a good job.
Yeah, but there's so much unnecessarily goofy shit.
Oh, like this
And
dude pulling a goddamn flask out of his junk in the taco restaurant.
Yep. As a monster movie for people who like monster movies or whatever. Yeah, it's like a 7. It's like wicked fun. Like this is a party movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say for sure. This is like have some people if like having people over, like have a few drinks. Like this is a good like let's just chill like because you don't have to pay attention to the story really. Like you just in it for the goofiness and the action.
I think you throw this on like once the party's already kicking.
Yeah.
Look at that cartoonishly large gun.
And these comic book henchmen, like the dude with the Joker-esque like face paint and like the one guy with the white stripe across his face.
Yeah, look at his hand. Look at his right hand.
Oh shit! I did not even notice that.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the trivia section.
All right.
Speaking of which, you ready for trivia?
Let's do some trivia.
All right.
Not to bother you with trivia.
I used to think they were kind of trivia.
The amount of trivia I have is pretty average. I mean, there was only 38 facts. There was some repeats, so we got some good stuff in here. I'm trying to be a little more discerning with the trivia these days instead of just like grabbing all of it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The head-crushing scene was based on a time when Lloyd Kaufman was backing the car out of its garage and accidentally hit his younger sister. Nobody was harmed, but the memory haunted him for years.
Ooh, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up. Like, I was driving home from camping today, and I passed these people on bikes, and like very shortly after I passed them, they fell off of their bikes.
Oh, so Jesus, yeah.
Jesus Christ, did I just hit those people? Like, wait, no. I looked back and I saw they were still on their bikes. Now they're on the ground. This is not my fault.
Oh, man, yeah. Oh, nope, I don't need that. Nope.
Yeah, no, that's trauma for somebody else. Thank you.
Yeah.
While shooting in Shinbone Alley, a homeless man stole a prop gun from one of the trailers and threatened the crew. As I've said before,
New Jersey. Yep.
Patrick Kilpatrick, who played Leroy, the face-painted criminal at the Mexican restaurant, the guy in the red suspenders there.
Yes. The Zardoz outfit with the face paint.
Pretty much. He quit the film after having to point a shotgun at a baby.
Yeah, that was another rough part of that scene. Yeah.
And the potential rape scene here.
This was also very rough, yeah.
This is cartoonish. I never cornholed me a blind chick before.
Yeah, the character of Sarah does not get treated well in this movie at all.
No.
Just from like this scene to like the Mr. Magoo level of like jokes about being her being blind.
Yeah, well, the amount of cock trauma that she causes to Toxie is pretty bad.
That also, yeah. Let me grab your other hand. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's where he rips that dude's arm off.
Yep. Larry Sultan, who played Frank, the guy who just got his arm ripped off, only had one arm. During the scene at the Mexican restaurant, one can see his right arm is a prosthetic. He never uses it until Toxie rips it off.
Yeah, I did not even notice that when I watched this a little while ago.
I didn't either. And I think it's because the entire scene is so cartoonish that you're not really looking at his arms or anything. Like you're looking at everybody's reactions.
Yeah.
Let's see. During pre-production, Vincent D'Onofrio was set to play the role of Bozo. Prior to filming, D'Onofrio asked for a slight raise and was instead fired from the movie and replaced by Gary Schneider.
Well, it worked out well for Vincent D'Onofrio anyway.
I think he's doing okay.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, this might have been a bad thing for him to have done.
Yeah, this is, a couple of years, probably 2 years or so before they're filming Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, that was what, 88?
87, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
Which is
I think
another
he was in
awesome movie.
a couple things before that. What, Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
It's 2 movies.
Yeah. 2 very, very different movies.
Yeah. Most people only like the first movie.
Yeah, that is true. And for a time, I might have been in that camp, but I can absolutely appreciate the second part for what it is.
Yeah, well, the first part of it is look at what boot camp can do to these young men, and the second part is look at what these humans can do to each other.
Yeah, I think most people also are entertained by the wrong thing in the first part. I don't think they're focusing on the trauma being inflicted on them. They're focusing on the quote unquote comedy of the of Arlie Ermy.
Well, in their defense, it is fucking funny.
He is, top notch. I mean, yeah. I mean, nary a Christmas goes by without me singing "Happy Birthday, Dear Jesus."
Yeah, I mean, it's funny and it's intentionally funny.
Yeah,
but I think it's to distract you from the trauma, so you've got to look a little deeper to really see it.
Yeah, how tall are you?
You watch.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Yep. Taxes.
If there was pussy up there, you'd get over that wall.
To this day, one of my favorite things to do when there's donuts in front of me is just scream, "Oh, jelly donut!"
Who the fuck do you think you are, Mickey fucking Spillane? God, I love. He is so great in that movie.
Yeah.
At 0800, there will be a magic show.
Yeah, he wrote most of that dialogue.
Oh, really?
At least consulted on most of it. Yeah.
It's probably all stuff he used in the course of his career.
Well, it was stuff that his drill sergeant said to him.
Oh, man.
Yeah. All right, let's back to
back to the movie we're talking about here. Yeah, the real movie.
The sheep that Mark Torgl had to kiss was infested with lice, but he did not find that out until after the scene was shot.
Oh, that's
probably when he was covered in lice.
So there were a lot of people in that scene, huddled all over that sheep.
Yeah. Ugh. The location used for the Mexican restaurant is now a Popeyes in Rutherford, New Jersey.
Oh, man.
It went from bad to worse.
I don't know Rutherford that well. But it's entirely possible I might have been past that Popeyes at one point in my life.
We'll have to start doing some big dumb monster scavenger hunts.
I'm down for that. I'm intrigued.
Let's see here. The scene where a toxic waste-drenched Melvin soaks in the bathtub was largely directed by Mark Torgl himself. The water in the tub was ice cold, and attempts were made to warm it up. Ultimately, Torgl chose to bear the discomfort and get the shot finished. In addition, the special effects makeup, which took 6 hours to apply, became stuck to Torgl's skin, and he ultimately had to be taken to the local YMCA to soak under the showers there until the material peeled off.
Ooh.
sounds miserable.
This is another one of those things that's so over the top, but I love that all the cops are chomping on tacos when they're in the crime scene.
Yes. Yep. Oh, yeah. How was it? I got an extra crispy pizza here, or whatever the fuck it was.
Extra crispy pizza with everything, or something like that. Yeah.
These fucking tacos just hanging out of their mouths.
Oh man.
Although not gonna lie, some of those tacos look kind of good.
Yeah, I do miss like that's a restaurant that we kind of need around here, like that like B grade like kind of shitty taco joint. I miss Taco
like
Prano from Albany in the 90s.
A step up from the Bell.
Yeah. I might have mentioned this on this podcast before, but Taco Prano in the 90s, they closed sometime in the 90s. It's a fucking Starbucks now, which is a crime. But it was like an independent restaurant. It was like Taco Bell like level food, but you can get like beer and liquor there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just like, your dirty, greasy taco joint that like, it was on Western Avenue. I miss that place so much.
What was the dirty ass chain Mexican restaurant?
Chi-Chi's, the one that was on Wolf Road.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah.
I don't think I ever went there just because I heard it was so bad. Like,
oh, it was not good. I went there once. One time. Despite the R rating, the film spawned a Saturday morning cartoon called Toxic Crusaders in 1991 and a toy line for children based on the cartoon. I know I watched the show.
Same here.
I may have had some of the toys.
Yeah, I know I did. I didn't have any of the toys, but I remember watching the show.
I know I had some of the Swamp Thing toys when I was a kid.
Oh man. That's right. There was a Swamp Thing cartoon like in the 90s.
Yeah.
Man, I love Swamp Thing.
Yeah. Such a good property.
Yeah. That they have really like yet to do like something that character like of quality that character truly deserves.
No, and it gets disrespected.
Yeah.
Jennifer Baptiste and Robert Pritchard, who played Wanda and Slug, respectively, fell in love on the set and ended up getting married and then later divorced.
Find it hard to believe that a romance made in Tromaville didn't last.
Yeah, strange, right? It took 4 hours to get Mitch Cohen into the Toxic Avenger costume. While wearing it, he could only eat through a straw. Which I find hard to believe, because there's not that much mouth makeup on him.
Yeah. Although he does have like that heavy, like black lipstick, so maybe that's why.
Oh, maybe.
Who knows?
Man, the fact that they keep going back to these Polaroids of that kid's head all smashed is really disturbing. Especially when she starts grinding one out while looking at him.
This guy just doing bumps of coke in the gym. This is the guy when he gets his head smashed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he drops the weights on him.
Yeah.
Ugh. Man, I really want tacos now, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Leroy, the face-painted gunman in the Mexican restaurant, has the same tattoo as Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
All right.
I don't know if you noticed that.
I
saw that right off the cuff.
No, I am.
But you're not really a Rocky Horror guy, are you?
Yeah, no. I was forced to sing fucking Time Warp at summer camp fucking theme show, or talent show one year. It's been all negative since then.
Oh, fuck all that. I do like that song, though. I like a lot of those songs. In a deleted scene, which was reintegrated into the extended / Japanese cut, it is revealed... Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's been a long weekend. it's revealed that Toxie didn't kill Wanda or Julie. Slamming Wanda onto the hot rocks simply injured her, and he just cut off all of Julie's hair. The two girls are shown having a fight at the police station, with Wanda wearing a big gauze bandage over her rear, and Julie's head is completely bald. And that scene where he drops that weight on that dude's face is disgusting.
Yeah, the head is like kind of like pulsating for a little bit afterwards.
Yeah.
And Wanda's now sauna baiting here in the scene afterwards.
Sauna baiting. And we have a body count of 27, including one dog.
Ugh, the dog still bugs me.
Yeah, especially when they go back to him, you see his
like guts, yeah.
Spaghetti guts hanging out.
Didn't need that.
No, that was a lot. All right, that is it for trivia.
Okay, then we will move on to the next segment of the show, the better known as. We will start off, of course, with our two listed directors here. Michael Herz, firmly established in the Troma family. He's directed 9 movies, and I'm going to say probably all of them are Troma. Depends on these first 2. Whatever, let's assume, because my computer is being super slow. His first 2 movies were Waitress and Stuck on You. Then The First Turn On. Those were 1982, 1983. And then The Toxic Avenger in 1984. And after that, it is literally all like known Troma properties. After this, he did Troma's War in 1988. Then he did Toxic Avenger 2 and 3, both in 1989. In 1990, he did Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD. Another Troma.
Great movie.
Yeah, another Troma classic.
Classic.
And then he did a short in 1993 called The Troma System. That comes up a lot. I don't know if that's a documentary or something. Let's investigate.
Yes.
But we would investigate again if the computer was not being super slow. So we're going to move on. Actually, wait. I think he had some interesting producer stuff, maybe writer stuff. Hold on. Before we jump away from this.
Yeah.
Okay. Producer stuff. A lot of the, Troma stuff. Was there something that jumped out at me? No, mostly Troma movies. Tromeo and Juliet.
That's a weird ass fucking movie.
Yeah, I never saw that one. I know I've seen like Class of Nukem High.
I haven't seen that one.
That was the one I watched on like Up All Night.
Yeah, I think like the 3 early like heavy hitters for Troma, I want to say were Toxic Avenger, Class of Nukem High, and Terror Firmer.
I feel like there's another 80s one that I'm forgetting.
Oh, Surf Nazis Must Die.
Yeah,
I think that's another one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sergeant Kaspooky Man's Cray Cray VR Halloween Extravaganza. It's a 2017
I don't like any of that.
Video short. Kabuki Man's Cocktail Corner loaded in Vegas. Interesting. Oh,
what was with that weird ass scene where Toxie is like taking off a hat and sunglasses and a jacket in a field?
I think that was a Superman homage. I think when he's growling, he says up and away or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, if you listen to it, like he says something, like the away part is clear. But yeah, he's like tearing off the trench coat and the glasses. I'd like this sequence of him just doing random good things.
Yeah. with the spinning newspaper headlines and shit.
Yeah. The one thing that did stand out to me as far as his producer stuff, he is one of the producers of the upcoming Toxic Avenger reboot, starring Peter Dinklage, I believe. Oh no, computer's actually working this time. Yeah, Peter Dinklage. Kevin Bacon is in it also.
What?
Elijah Wood.
I don't think I want this because it's going to be too meta.
Yeah. It's not fun when you, well, I was gonna say it's not fun when you're in on the joke, but these, the Troma that made this movie is very much in on the joke.
Maybe it'll be all right. We'll have to see it and find out.
Yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Lloyd Kaufman up next. He is also listed as the director on this. He is a Troma legend. Anything Troma has Lloyd Kaufman, involved in it at some point.
He's the Stan Lee of Troma.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's the Kevin Feige of Troma, I guess, in modern MCU vernacular.
Yeah.
Terra Firma was 1999.
Was it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? Damn.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if maybe this is like recorded and not released until 99, but no.
Oh, well, I could be just wrong as hell. It's happened before. I could have swore that was an older movie, though.
Yeah, I won't get too into the nitty gritty of Lloyd Kaufman's credits because, again, like, it's just Troma. Like, he's been in Troma. He does pop up in like other movies, like James Gunn movies here and there. Most recently, he does pop up in the Suicide Squad for like a scene. Other than that, we'll just move on. Andrea Miranda, she was Sarah in this movie. She really, her only credit is this movie. This is the only thing that she's in. She is I'm sorry.
Really?
She plays herself in a TV movie, Two Top Bananas. What? Don Rickles and Don Adams? What the fuck is this? There's no synopsis for it either. I don't know if it's like a Rhonda Shear's in it. It's got to be documentary because Rhonda Shear plays herself.
It has to be.
Yeah. Yeah, Don Rickles and Don Adams play themselves also.
It's probably about like shitty trash movies.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's it for Sarah. Up next is Mitch Cohen, who played the mutated version of Melvin. His first movie is this. His second movie is Clerks. That was very weird. It's 10 years apart.
It is.
One of the scenes, he doesn't have a character name, but one of the scenes he's described in, I know exactly. His character's name is Leaning Against Wall / Angry Crowd at Door. So in that one scene where they go away from the store, Dante and Randall like leave for a little while and like, oh, nobody ever comes at this time. Like then it cuts back to the store and there's like a bunch of people banging on the door.
Yeah.
So he's one of the people in that scene. And I guess he's one of the people just like milling about outside the store in some of the exterior shots.
I was thinking maybe he was one of the part of the Chuli's gum riot squad.
And pretty much looks like he's in like all Troma stuff aside from Clerks. He doesn't show up in these movies again until Toxic Avenger 4. He plays Lucifer in that movie, apparently.
That's a weird twist.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to Cindy Mannion. She played Julie in this movie. She's the girl who lures Mitch into the pool area when they eventually, stick him with the sheep. She's really not in much. She's in 4 total movies. This is the 3rd of the 4 movies that she's in. Her first movie was Blowout, the Brian De Palma movie with John Travolta and Nancy Allen. I have never actually seen that movie, but I heard it's actually pretty good.
I'm not even familiar with it.
Yeah, John Travolta plays a movie sound recordist. I am reading that word for word. That is not me fucking up the language for once. A movie sound recordist accidentally records. No, it's just an oddly formed sentence. Okay. A movie sound recordist accidentally records the evidence that proves that a car accident was actually murder and consequently finds himself in danger. Brian De Palma's kind of hit or miss.
That one sounds like a miss.
Let's see. Moving on. Robert Pritchard. He played Slug in this movie. Like most of the people in this movie, a lot of the people I kind of just didn't even bother to include in the better known as, because a lot of their credits are pretty much the same. Everybody was all in like Troma stuff. So Class of Nukem High, Return to Nukem High, things like that. One credit that what's his name, Robert has, though, that I had to mention, in 2016 he was in a movie called Werewolf Bitches from Outer Space.
That's amazing.
I want to say that title might have come up at some point before on this show.
It's very possible.
Yeah, I'm looking at it real quick. Maybe because we talked about Lloyd Kaufman in the Stuff episode, but I don't know if we were doing like better known as at that point.
Yeah, I think we were.
Yeah, maybe that was episode 10.
Because we wound up. That was back when we were flip flopping between who did the trivia and who did the better known as.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to say I did the better known as on that one.
Okay, all right. So maybe that's when it came up.
No, I didn't. I don't fucking remember.
Werewolf Bitches from Outer Space. That's amazing. Moving on, Pat Ryan, who played Mayor Belgood. That was his name? Belgood, yeah. Belgoody.
Yeah.
He unfortunately passed away in 1991. Aside from this movie, though, he, of course, was in Class of Nukem High. He was in Invasion USA, the Chuck Norris movie. That was the movie he did right after this. In 1987, he was in the movie Street Trash, which is like a horror, like
that's another cult hit.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, a trashy like cult horror classic, directed by Roy Frumkis, I believe. I know that because I interviewed him. Yep, Roy Frumkis. Interviewed him on my last podcast. He also wrote the Substitute, the 80s movie with Tom Berenger, where he's like the Marine who like pretends to be a substitute to like kick ass in like an inner city school, like beat the shit out of a bunch of gang members.
Yep. AKA teenagers.
Yeah. But aside from Street Trash, he was also in the movie Mannequin in 1987, another 80s like comedy classic. I used to watch that movie a lot when I was younger.
That was the one where the mannequin comes to life and becomes that girl's like stepmother or some shit like that.
No, it's Andrew McCarthy. He's like a dude who works like setting up displays at night in like a department store, and like the mannequin comes to life, and like he ends up like it's like a romantic comedy with like him and the Kim Cattrall plays the mannequin when like she comes to life.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was combining Mannequin and Milk Money.
He just substituted mannequin for prostitute in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Mark Torgel. He played Melvin in this movie. Similar to pretty much everybody else, Troma stuff here and there. I mentioned, he also doesn't show up again after this movie until Toxic Avenger 4. He plays evil Melvin. So I'm picturing there's some kind of mirror version of himself in that movie.
He's got facial hair.
Yeah, I see his IMDb profile picture. Let's see, anything else notable aside from that?
Did he do any other directing? Because I know he directed some of this movie. Just a couple of scenes.
He has no credits for directing.
Yeah.
Unless it was up top, but I don't know. Nothing for directing.
Huh.
But he is still in stuff that's coming out. He has, looks like 4 things, either in filming or post-production right now. And like 3 movies that have already come out this year.
Wow.
Let's see. Moving on. Dick Martinson. He played Officer O'Clancy.
Strong name.
He was in Murphy Brown back in 1984, the sitcom. It was pretty successful. He was in Jake and the Fat Man on CBS. He was in the movie Batteries Not Included in 1987. I remember watching that movie a lot when I was a kid. The little tiny like UFOs.
I think I've seen it once.
I probably haven't seen that movie in like 25 years. Sorry, I am extremely parched.
Oh. Okay.
He was in also in 1987 this movie The Believers. This is Martin Sheen movie where like he's like a psychologist, I think, or something like that, and his son gets kidnapped, or like this cult, like this voodoo cult, is trying to kidnap his son for like a sacrifice, and it's all this weird, crazy voodoo shit going down. It was pretty cool. I remember being like kind of scared.
Very strange.
Yeah. He was in As the World Turns, the soap opera in the 80s. And the movie Turk 182. I remember that movie being on HBO a lot when I was a kid, but I have actually never seen it. Moving on. As soon as I can X out of this page. There we go.
Hey.
Dan Snow. He played Cigar Face in this movie. Goes through some stuff, courtesy of the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
This was his first movie, 1984. And again, aside from that, it looks like a lot of Troma movies. He was in Troma's War in 1988. He comes back as Cigar Face in the Toxic Avenger Part 2 and 3. And he plays a different character in Part 4, Sergeant Kaczynski. I'm sorry, he plays Cigar Face in Return to Nukem High Volume 1 from 2013.
What the fuck is that?
He is hanging on to that Cigar Face character.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell was I gonna say? I had it and I lost it. Nope, she gone.
Patrick Kilpatrick is up next. I'm sad to announce that we do not have Monster She Wrote this week. I thought Patrick Kilpatrick was going to be the guy who got us there, but unfortunately, he's not.
Nothing doing. Huh?
Yeah, no, he also has maybe 10 projects either completed or in post-production right now. Nothing, jumping out at me as far as name recognition. As far as some of the stuff that he has been in. Let's see. I know there was some notable stuff. Okay, NCIS New Orleans was back in 2016. NCIS Los Angeles. Original Flavor CSI. So he was in that in 2005 and 2013. He was in the show Burn Notice on USA in 2012.
Okay.
He was on Nip Tuck in 2009, CSI Miami, Cold Case. He was on the show Chuck in 2008. I just rewatched that show not too long ago. That was a really good comedy action show.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. I haven't started it yet, but it's on the mental list.
Yeah, if you're something into something looking for something lighthearted but still action, kind of goofy, that's definitely I recommend that.
Is it? I always from any of the trailers or anything I saw from it, I got a kind of a Psych vibe from it.
I never watched Psych, but I kind of get the same vibe. I know what you're talking about, the goofy, irreverence. I'd say that's definitely there.
It's serious situations but goofy characters.
Yes, yeah, very much so.
Okay, yeah.
Looks like he played a T-888 in Terminator: The Sarah Chronicles TV show. I remember that being okay, but I don't know, that could be time just maybe giving me a better impression than what it really was.
Is it the one with what's her name from Firefly?
From Firefly, yeah. I can't. Good Lord, what is that girl's name? It's almost as if I have an Internet Movie Database right in front of me.
Yep.
Summer Glau. There we go.
That's the one. Yeah, I did not like that show.
I remember liking bits and pieces of it, but not kind of just. There were just storylines that would go on that just didn't make sense, and I don't know. And then it ended on a cliffhanger with what's his name John Connor going into the future with Shirley Manson for some reason.
Well, it ended on a cliffhanger because they canceled the fucking show, right?
Yeah. Let's see any other notable stuff that he has been in. 24, General Hospital. He was in Minority Report in 2002.
Damn.
That movie's 20 years old. Jesus. So old. He was in the X-Files in 2001. He was an Angel, Star Trek Voyager. He was on that twice. 2 different characters.
Who?
Asan and Razik. Once in 95 and once in 2000.
Okay.
He was also on Deep Space Nine for an episode. Character name of Reese. He has been on a show that we've mentioned before. The late 90s syndicated TV classic starring Pamela Anderson, VIP.
I watched it.
Oh, yeah. So did I. Let's see. 1998. So I was 19 at the time. I watched the hell out of that show.
Yeah, I didn't watch it for the plot.
Yeah.
Or the storylines.
Let's see. He was in Time Cop, the series.
Yeah, I was going to ask if it was at the show. Yeah.
He was in Sleepwalkers, the series.
What?
I don't think it's based on the Stephen King thing. Let's check it out. Let's see.
What is this garbage?
Yeah, no, it's not. It is about a high-tech team of dream researchers.
Oh boy.
Not incesty cat vampires. That's what I meant to say. He was in The Replacement Killers 1998. It was an action movie with Chow Yun-fat and Mira Sorvino. He was on Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman for 8 episodes. He was in the movie Last Man Standing in 1996. I think Walter Hill directed that movie. Directed The Wild Bunch and a bunch of
I like that movie a lot.
Yeah. That's another mob, 30s mobster shoot 'em up movie with Bruce Willis, I believe.
It's Fistful of Dollars
with 30s mobsters
and 30s gangsters.
Yeah. He was in The Beastmaster 3.
Whoa, that was the one where he went to the future, right?
That was 2, I believe. Where we went to future Los Angeles. Current day Los Angeles.
That was 3.
Let's see.
I always thought that was 3.
No, that was the second one. Let's see, 3.
Ugh.
Before he died, Dar's father gave a mysterious amulet to Tal, Dar's younger brother, who is now king. Dar, while wandering with his animal companions, chances to meet and rescue a family who seek the help of King Tal against Lord... Jesus Christ, this is the longest synopsis. Lord Agon, a sorcerer who has conquered their land. They're just explaining the whole movie. So it doesn't sound like...
That's not really a synopsis.
Yeah, you're just telling me the entire movie. Anyway, not that I'm ever gonna watch Beastmaster 3 under any circumstance.
I might. I know I've seen it before, and I like those fucking dipshit sword and sorcery.
Tony Todd
movies.
is in that movie.
In Beastmaster 3? Yeah.
So is Casper Van Dyne of Starship Trooper.
Wasn't Tony Todd in... Was Tony Todd in the first one?
I don't know. I don't think so. I just watched it not that long ago. Let me check that out. Let's see.
That might not have been Tony Todd. Who the fuck was that?
That's John Amos, I think, is in that movie. It might be the dude you're thinking of.
God, could be.
Yeah, it is John Amos. Yeah, I think it's the same character, though.
Maybe that's what the confusion is.
Yeah, Seth is the name of the character, and that is of John Amos's character, and that's also the...
Yeah, because it was him and the younger boy, and they were like the stick fighters.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch that movie a lot because it was always on HBO.
It was constant. It was on USA all the fucking time too.
Oh yeah, we're still on Patrick Kilpatrick. This dude's been in a ton of shit.
It's so weird.
The Steven Seagal classic Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. Lois and Clark, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Nice.
He was in Best of the Best 2. Did you ever see any of those movies?
Oh, yeah. Those Eric Roberts martial arts movies.
1 and 2 I watched a lot when I was younger. 1 specifically. That was always on.
Yeah. Yeah, one used to be on a lot.
He was in...
Was it...
Sorry.
Did they make four of those?
At least. They might have even gone higher than that.
Yeah.
He was in Father Dowling Mysteries, so we do have old people solving mysteries, crimes.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Jake and the Fat Man, also on CBS. He was in the Jean-Claude Van Damme classic Death Warrant. Let me make sure that is the movie that I'm thinking of. It is.
I don't even know what that one is.
It's the one where he goes into a prison. Yeah, he's an undercover cop who's like go to prison to solve a number of inside murders. What he finds is a struggle of life and death tied to his own past.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I vaguely remember like renting that on video when it first came out, 1990. So it was like right at the peak of it was like peak Van Damme right there.
90? Oh yeah.
It was Double Impact. That was, I will say that I used to.
Double Impact was 95.
No
6?
way. I'm gonna say like 90.
Wait, no. Wait, no. Hold on. Wait. I was thinking of the one with Dennis Rodman.
Oh yeah. It wasn't.
You're thinking of the one where he played twins.
It wasn't Blowout because that was the movie we just mentioned.
No.
But it is something like along those lines.
Yeah.
Knockoff.
And it was.
No, that's the one with Rob Schneider.
No, it wasn't. No, it's. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to look this up now.
I was off by a year. Double Impact was 91.
Was it? Double Team.
That's it. Yep. Yeah.
And it was and that was 97.
Holy Lord.
Yeah, that movie was ass toilet. I just remember there are two things I remember from that movie. The first one is seeing Dennis Rodman's tattooed tongue.
Oh, yeah.
And the second was when they jumped out of an airplane, but instead of having parachutes, they had these giant inflatable balls that blew up around them. That's it. That's all I remember from
that movie. Was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Although it's pretty
Really
much what you can say for most Van Damme movies.
Yeah.
Back to
Time Cop was fucking awesome though.
Yeah.
Kickboxer, Bloodsport.
Yeah, the
Time
classics. Cop. I will add Double Impact to that list. He was in the show Tour of Duty on CBS, the Vietnam show. Matlock. We have two old people solving crime shows.
We don't get the hat trick, do we?
No. He was in Tales from the Dark Side, 1986, the TV show. He was in Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins, 1985. And that is it. That is it for Patrick Kilpatrick. And last but not least, we have Michael Russo, who played Rico in this movie. Yeah. He has some acting credits. His stunt work is much, much more impressive. Let me knock the acting stuff out first. He was in the movie National Treasure in 2004. Walker, Texas Ranger shows up again. He was in that show back in 2000. NYPD Blue, 96. He was in another Pamela Anderson classic, Barbed Wire, in 1996.
That was a comic book, too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Baywatch in 1995. The steamy USA show Silk Stockings in 1983.
Yes, I still haven't gone back and started watching that. I will. I will.
We have our old people solving murders hat trick. Diagnosis Murder.
Okay.
Yeah, with
not the one I wanted, but I'll take it.
Dick Van Dyke as an old doctor solving murders, and Matlock shows up again too. He was in the movie Demonic Toys. He's in an episode of Columbo.
Excuse me.
A couple episodes of L.A. Law. He was also in Tour. Oh wait, what am I looking at? Yeah, Tour of Duty. Sorry, I'm looking at his acting stuff. Death Wish 4. And then the Toxic Avenger was his second role. He's also in the movie The Money Pit in 1986. Tom Hanks. Yeah. But his stunt work, like I said, way more impressive. Let me go back to that. I hear noise. Why do I hear noise? Oh, hold on.
What kind of noise?
The movie stopped and something else started playing, and it wasn't muted. Okay, his stunt work.
Bush League.
Yeah. Some movies you may have heard of: Spider-Man 1 and 2, Independence Day, Leon, The Professional. Let's see. This is some of the more recent stuff. He did stunts for the Wu-Tang TV show in 2019. Yeah. He did some stunts for the most recent version of The Tick on Amazon Prime, which was actually a pretty quality show, and it's canceled before its time.
Oh man, I gotta stop you right here for just a second.
All right.
So, I don't know what you were watching this on, but I was watching it on Tubi. And once you finish a movie on Tubi, for anybody else that doesn't know, there will be the movie that's starting next, and then like suggestions. So starting next is Class of Nukem High.
All right.
Makes sense. The 4 on the right side that it's suggesting are Frankenhooker, Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD, Bubba Hotep.
Oh, nice.
And Rowdy Roddy Piper classic Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Perfect.
I love all those movies. Have you seen Hell Comes to Frogtown?
Not in a very, very long time. I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing. Definitely bits and pieces of it, though.
We're going to have to cover that on this show.
Let's see. He still in his stunt work here, because there was a lot of it that was impressive.
Yeah.
He was in the remake of Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. He did stunts or stunt coordinating for 45 episodes of The Sopranos on HBO.
Oh,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Bet he got paid for that.
Yeah. Carlito's Way, Rise to Power. So the straight-to-video sequel.
Had me.
Not the good one.
Nope. I gotta tell you, I didn't really love Carlito's Way.
Really? Oh, I dig that fucking movie.
It's okay. I don't know. It's not my gangster flick, I guess.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that movie. Spider-Man 2, like I said, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I don't remember many intense stunts in that movie, but he did them apparently. Bad Company, that was that action movie with Chris Rock and Anthony Hopkins. That was in 2002. The Royal Tenenbaums. Requiem for a Dream. Hopefully he wasn't in the ass-to-ass scene, let's hope.
He was the dildo.
Yeah. Copland. I just rewatched the other day. That is a way better movie than I remember.
Oh, the Stallone
Yeah,
movie?
yeah. I mean, I remember liking it, and like I just watched it again. I'm like, this was damn good.
Stallone needs to do more of that. Like, stop doing this, like, superhero action movie bullshit that harkens back to when he could. Because apparently he's also got drama chops.
Yeah. Like, he was really good in that role.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Copland, go check it out. I mean, it literally has an incredible fucking cast.
Yeah, it really
you have De Niro, Keitel. I've run out of names already, but there are many more people that you know. Stallone, yeah. Michael Rappaport jumps to mind. What's his name? The T-1000. Robert Patrick. There we go.
Is it? Yeah. It's just Patrick. I wanted to say Kirkpatrick, but I knew that wasn't.
There are, I mean, tons of other people I'm forgetting too. Annabella Sciorra is in that movie.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Go check it out.
I want to say based on a novel.
Possibly. Maybe.
Yeah.
He did stunts for The Dark Half. That was the Romero movie, I believe.
Yeah.
He did stunts for the 1999 The Living Dead that we talked about way back. I think that was in the teens. That was the episode with Ken Reed.
Certainly was. Goddamn entertaining Ken Reed.
I just listened to his album, one of his albums again the other day. Fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
I did stunts for Goodfellas also, 1990. Same year as Night of the Living Dead. And Maniac Cop 2. And this dude had a busy-ass 1990. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, definitely a stunt-heavy movie. King of New York, the Christopher Walken mob movie, Maniac Cop 2, Goodfellas, and Night of the Living Dead, and Jacob's Ladder, all in 1990.
Jesus Christ,
this dude was,
that's a lot of work.
Yeah, taking some movie falls, and shit. Fucking 1989 was also a pretty busy year. Not as busy as 90, I'd say, but Ghostbusters 2, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, the Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor movie.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I think it was the last movie they did together.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think they did, what was it, Running Scared before that?
That wasn't them.
No. What the hell was the other one?
Was it? There was like, they did a bunch of movies together because there was Silver Express? Silver Streak is one of them. There's another one too, I think. I don't remember. I am failing my memory. There was a time I easily could have answered that because I love both Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder.
Wow, no, I am way the fuck off. Running Scared was Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
Also hilarious. just a different hilarious. Never mind.
And that's really it as far as the major stuff for his stunt work. But a lot of big stuff in there he was a part of. And that is it. That is it for the Better Known As segment of the show.
was more extensive than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, actually, I was afraid I didn't have enough, but no, we did some work there with it.
Yeah, those last couple really filled it out.
Yeah, so on to the crapshoot. I mean, I will say again, I really, really dug this movie. I can't believe I haven't seen it up to this point.
I got to tell you, I'm shocked. It was like absolutely flabbergasted. I'm trying to think of what other Troma movies like are, you know, like good enough to want to watch.
Yeah, that's a tall order right there.
Like Frankenhooker is good for the same kind of style, but it's just much worse. Redneck Zombies is fun once or twice. I mean, Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD is pretty fun. I don't know. I haven't seen Troma's War, but I know they did an episode of Joe Bob's Last Drive-In.
Okay.
With that, so I might watch that. I think that was in season 3.
I will say I haven't watched any of his show recently. I got to get back on that train.
The last season's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this. I
What's that?
got a piece of Blob merchandise for the shelf.
Get out of here.
This is like just barely qualifying, but I found someone on Etsy who makes magnets of the scene from the 80s Blob of like the kid like trying to reach his way out of the blob and he's like dissolving. Yeah, that is getting stuck on the shelf, hopefully in the next couple of days.
That's fantastic. You still got to get a container of the stuff.
Yeah, I saw that was like one of the suggested things that came up once I put the blob magnet in my cart.
Yeah, well, some of those stuff containers are fucking expensive.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not spending $20 on a fucking empty container of the stuff.
Yeah. If it's a movie prop that they used, I'd go up to like $35.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That's different.
Let's see, anything notable? Oh, I know you mentioned this the other day. I don't think they're out yet, though. Have you had a chance to pick up any Monster cereal?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
I had. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Shelly bought a box of Fruit Brute.
Oh, man, I need to get me some Fruit Brute.
Yeah, and a box of Monster Mash gummies.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, yeah, I'm down to try those. But yeah, Fruit Brute is my favorite of the Monster cereals.
Yeah, I forgot that it was cherry.
Yeah. It is a tasty, sugar-filled cereal.
I am just glad that they went back to the old style cereal formula, because a few years ago they were doing these like big puffy ones, and that did not do it at all. That was bad. I need the small pieces of cereal that are hard as a rock.
Yeah, they get slimy when they hit the milk.
Sugar. Yes, because those puffy ones, like they would just like immediately turn to mush in the milk.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I cannot do that. Fucking disrespecting my cereal. I'm into season 2 of Only Murders in the Building.
Okay.
That show is so fun.
Yeah, it is very enjoyable.
You watched it.
Yeah.
like current on it?
Yep, I am. I think the season 2 finale is this week, so I am right there.
Yeah, dude, the season 1, every twist was good.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Every single one.
It's not only like a funny show; it's actually a really good mystery.
It's so well written.
Yeah,
like it's stupid.
And like
the characters are engaging.
Yeah, the 3 main leads are just knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
And then like even the side people are great. Like fucking what's Jane Lynch as Steve Martin's stunt double. Like it's so great.
Yep. How Saz Pataki.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, so I started season 2. I think I'm like 2 episodes. I might be on the 3rd episode of that.
I will say,
doesn't seem as engaging as the first season.
I was going to say I'm not quite as into it as I used to be, but it's still enjoyable. Like there's been a couple like twists and turns in the last couple of episodes that have made it pretty good.
Yeah. So if you're into old people solving mystery shows,
which holy fuck we are now. God damn it. Yeah. Fuck, we're old.
Yeah. But hey, there's a young person on that show. Selena Gomez is in her 20s.
That's why we're there. I think. 30s at the most.
She might be. I was going to say she might be pushing 30. Yeah. I don't think I've watched anything else since.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week with prep for the con and stuff.
Prey episode. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really been doing anything. I've been watching YouTube. Which that's a whole lot of rabbit holes that I don't want anybody to know that I watch. So.
I don't need my search history getting out on that.
That's for me.
Yeah, I haven't seen any like monster or horror stuff. I did see Bullet Train the other day. That was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, I keep hearing that's pretty good. Is there anything else that I want to see that I haven't seen yet? I still haven't seen Black Phone because, I just haven't.
Get on the cock.
But
that's actually where I watched Toxic Avenger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the cock, the peacock.
On the cock. Oh man, yeah. No, I haven't really been doing anything. So it's just working and whatnot. Last week was pretty goddamn exhausting at work. Like, because I came back from having COVID and being home all week and doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
To going back to work, and apparently instead of just like kind of doing some of the work that I should have been doing, they just kind of mostly let it build up. So,
fun.
Yeah. Nothing like having a week off and then coming back to like a lot of physical manual labor. Like,
I miscalculated in like as far as being an employee, like I am not known to give advance notice of my not being at work. Like I don't give a fuck if you like need to cover. Like I work in an office, you don't need to cover for me. Anything I do can wait a fucking day.
Yeah.
I honestly like whether or not I'm coming in is a game time decision. Like every single time. I mean, every day, like 90% of the time it's all right. We're going to do it. But every now and again, like it's usually last second audible. I mean, I will take a vacation day when I know in advance I need to. And I fucking dropped the ball on this one, man. Like I did not take off like tomorrow, figuring that like, oh, I'm working from home on Monday. It'll be a nice, easy day. And then I'll just call in sick on Tuesday. And yeah, not only tomorrow am I like the only person in the fucking office, aside from my boss, I can't take off Tuesday because like one of the other people is on vacation, and like it's just there's like all a bunch of shit counting on me. Like, God damn it, I wanted to be sick that day. Damn it.
Well, maybe just you being in the office means like everybody will leave you the fuck alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll let you know when that happens.
Yeah. Hey, could you do these? Could
Yeah.
you do this? Hey.
Isn't office talk great, folks? This is entertaining podcasting.
Yeah. Hey, this is what you get. Okay.
That's why it's called the crapshoot. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't like this part of the show, well, you don't have to listen to this part of the show. This is the part where we bitch about our lives. That's actually really not that bad.
Yeah, you have first world problems at best here.
Yeah. Yeah, my job that pays me well is hard.
Why won't they allow me to randomly just take off whenever I want to?
Yeah. Why do they expect me to move all this metal? Anyway.
I don't want to jinx it.
Show.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it here in like the last, closing seconds of the show. But there has been a doggo right behind me this entire show who has not made a peep for the first time in like ever.
Weird.
Isn't that right, buddy?
I'm not there.
Quiet. That's how we like him. Good boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He is curled up in a ball. He is out cold.
Is he high? He's super high, isn't he?
No, he's just out. He had a fun sleepover with his best friends while we were away.
Ooh. Okay. I think that's gonna be the show.
Yeah. We're rambling at this point, folks.
Yeah. You wanna rattle off them socials?
Yes. Absolutely. I had to do this by memory at one point this weekend, and I'm going to give myself like a C+. I'm pretty sure I got like a good 80% of them.
Some of it?
Yeah, right. Starting off with our website, you can find us at bigdumbmonsterspodcast.com or at bigdumbmonsters.com. If you would like to email us, send us some show suggestions, some beer suggestions, some criticism, maybe some segment suggestions, whatever strikes your fancy. You can get at us at bigdumbmonsters@gmail.com. If you are on Twitter, find us at dumb_monsters. On Facebook, we are Big Dumb Monsters Pod. And then on Slasher, the all horror social network, also we're Big Dumb Monsters Pod. If I going out on a limb on that one, because again, the hand and the subwoofer are blocking that part of the social media chart in the studio.
That one is Big Dumb Monsters Podcast.
Okay. Thank you for saving me on that one. And then on Instagram, you can find us at big_dumb_monsters. And of course, check us out on YouTube at the Big Dumb Monsters channel. We have just passed the 20 subscribers mark. So we are growing. We're up to 21 at this point.
Moving on up.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, thank you everybody for if you're new, you found out about us at Mid Hudson Comic Con, or if you're a new subscriber to the YouTube page, thanks for joining the party here. I hope you stick with us, and hope you like what you hear.
Yeah. The show can only get better from here. Especially because we're going to try to do as little remote recording as humanly possible.
Yes, yeah. Next week we are back in the studio, back to our normal rhythm of show recording. And I promise you I will be as drunk as I normally am when we record these.
Yeah, I only had one beer tonight. So.
Yeah. The thought of beer is giving me nausea right now. So.
Oh, is it really?
Dude, it was rough last night. I drank probably I took a 12-pack of Stella to the head, I'm going to say. This is after a giant margarita at dinner. And actually, you know what? I did have like 2 Stellas at the con yesterday. Never mind. I was not totally sober at the con. And I may have had several hundred grams of edibles at the con. That's a different story altogether, though. After that, I had the 12-pack of Stella. And then, like, at about midnight, when, if I was still in my right mind, I would have been like, well, time for me to get up and go to bed. Nope. Instead, it was, we need somebody to drive us to the store to get more beer.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Which I didn't even go on. I was just like, here's $20. Go bring back beer.
No, over the course of the weekend, I drank 12-pack of Utica Club pint cans and about a third of a bottle of Wild Turkey 101.
When we were at the gas station, I got a 12-pack of Stella just because like it was the least objectionable beer they had there. And I actually said, God damn it, why is there no Utica Club?
Yikes.
Yeah. That's where I was at. It's fucking con, man. It's yeah.
I say we start pushing to have Utica Club sponsor the show.
Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. Screw it. Let's do that. I am all about it.
Yeah. Utica Club. Send us beer. We like to drink it. Bottles, please.
Yeah. We love your beer in any form, but it's way better in bottles than it is in cans.
Yeah, shockingly so.
Love you to death. Way better in bottles.
Oh, man. And with that, I think we're going to call it a night and get the fuck out of here.
Yes. So thanks for listening, folks.
Yep. I'm going to leave you with our normal words of wisdom. Don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
And do not sleep in a deathbed.
No, don't do that. Anyway, have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.